Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I am Zijinya Metha with the evening news. First day headlines. India crosses landmark milestone of administering 2 billion doses of COVID-19 vaccine. Elections for the President of India to take place tomorrow. Nagaland Voluntary Consumers Organization calls for immediately implementation of Consumer Protection Act 2019. And a National Eligibility-cum-Entrance Test held today. And now the news in detail. India has crossed the landmark milestone of administering 2 billion doses of COVID-19 vaccine within 18 months of launching the inoculation exercise in January last year. World Health Organization (WHO) has hailed India for administering over 2 billion COVID-19 vaccine doses. WHO Regional Director for Southeast Asia, Dr. Poonam Khetrapal Singh said this is yet another evidence of the country's commitment and efforts to minimize the impact of the ongoing pandemic. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also congratulated all Indians on crossing the special figure of 200 crore COVID vaccine doses. In a tweet, Modi said India has created history again and that this has strengthened the global fight against COVID-19. The Prime Minister said throughout the rollout of the vaccine, the people of India have shown remarkable faith in science. He said our doctors, nurses, frontline workers, scientists, innovators, and entrepreneurs have played a key role in ensuring a safer planet. Modi added that he is proud of those who contributed to making India's vaccination drive unparalleled in scale and speed. Union Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia said emphasis on scientific research, manufacturing of COVID vaccines and setting up a huge network for nationwide vaccination drive have played key role in the speedy administration of 200 crore COVID vaccine doses to the people. Election for the President of India is scheduled to take place tomorrow. The BJP-led National Democratic Alliance has fielded Drupadi Murmu, a tribal leader from Odisha, as its candidate for the election to the post of President. Yashwant Sinha, a former Union Minister, is the joint opposition candidate. The counting of votes will take place at Parliament House on 21st July and the next President will take oath on 25th July. The term of office of President Ramnath Kovind will end on 24th July. Nagaland Voluntary Consumers Organization (NVCO) has called on the Chief Minister to immediately implement the Consumer Protection Act 2019. In a representation to the Chief Minister, NVCO also asked the government to provide proper office and courtroom to run the Nagaland State Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission. President of NVCO, Kejokoto Savi, said it will be an embarrassment for the state government if the President of National Commission, National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission, who is scheduled to visit the state in August, finds out that Nagaland State Consumer Disputes Commission, with a retired judge of Guwahati High Court as president and member, are functioning in a government guest house without an office. Savi said since its inception, state government has been neglecting this institute, and in the past, the state government even failed to pay remuneration of a president and faces an embarrassing situation to pay as per the direction of the High Court. Savi added that the consumer market for goods and services have undergone drastic transformation since the enactment of the Consumer Protection Act 1986. He said this has rendered the consumer vulnerable to new forms of unfair trade and unethical business practices. Savi added that it has become inevitable to amend the Consumers Act to address the myriad and constantly emerging vulnerabilities of the consumers. National Eligibility-cum-Entrance Test (NEET) UG 2022 was held today at more than 3,500 exam centers in 543 cities in India and 14 cities outside India. A record of over 18,72,000 candidates, including nearly 11 lakh women, appeared in the NEET 2022 examination. This exam is a qualifying entrance exam for admissions into MBBS, BDS, Bachelor of Ayurveda, Medicine and Surgery, and many more medicine courses. This news comes to you from All India Radio Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Nagaland Chief Minister Nayib Rio has congratulated Jagdeep Dhankar on being nominated as NDA's candidate for the post of the Vice President of India. Extending his best wishes to Dhankar, Chief Minister Rio expressed confidence that the nation will greatly benefit from his rich administrative experience. As part of the nationwide Azadi-Ka-Amrit Mahotsav, Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat aka MEBSB student exchange program, 50 students from Madhya Pradesh are in Nagaland. On arrival at Dimapur railway station yesterday, the team was received by Associate Dean Students Affairs of National Institute of Technology, Nagaland, and coordinator of the program, Dr. Rosang Pongen, along with his team. The program is being initiated by the Union Ministry of Education and the All India Council for Technical Education, New Delhi. It may be noted that Madhya Pradesh and Nagaland are paired states under this program that aims to enhance interaction and promote mutual understanding between people of different states and union territories. The student team will stay in Nagaland for 5 days, during which they will learn about the culture, tradition, society, and the people while also exploring the traditional attires. Addressing the inaugural session of the student exchange program, consultant NIT Nagaland Dr. R.P. Acharya called on the students to understand the meaning of Azadi-Ka-Amrit Mahotsav and contribute to our country, which is their motherland. He advised the students to have social conscience and help the helpless in the society to the best of their potentials. Additional Deputy Commissioner and Administrator Tuensang Town Council Tengchongbemo Tongoi encouraged local entrepreneurs to take the lead in the endeavor of a cleaner and greener Tuensang. Speaking at the one-day seminar on single-use plastic and waste segregation organized by the Tuensang Chamber of Commerce and Industries in collaboration with Tuensang Town Council and Government Higher Secondary School Tuensang Auditorium yesterday, Tongoi explained about the harmful effects of plastic on our environment and suggested keeping multiple dustbins to segregate the biodegradable and non-degradable waste. He called upon all stakeholders to follow government orders and directives to achieve a common agenda. Tongoi further encouraged all ward leaders to spread awareness about segregation of waste from house to house and also urged all to use the helpline for smooth functioning. A 3-month-long archery coaching camp for girls of Pag District concluded yesterday at Chozuba under Pag District. Speaking at the closing ceremony of the training, Deputy Commissioner Pag Razuvolia Dozo stressed on the need to take sports as a career rather than a recreational activity. Dozo stressed on the need for discipline, effort, and consistency to excel in their area of interest. He said the coaching camp conclusion was a starting point for the archers to move ahead into bigger platform. Dozo asked the archers not only to aim for area or district level tournaments, but to target for national and international arenas. Superintendent of Police Pag Vesupra Kezo said learning the basic of the game at the tender age is important to become a sports person. Kezo stressed on the need for hard work and effort to become successful athletes. During the camp, around 40 archers were given basics archery training under the guidance of archery coach Kosazo Thisa, Nagaland archery coach Hanazo Thisa, and Olympian Chakravala Swero. Some of the archers were also selected for the forthcoming Nagaland Olympic and Paralympic Games to be held in the month of August. And to end the news, here are the headlines once again. India crosses landmark milestone of administering 2 billion doses of COVID-19 vaccine. Elections for the President of India to take place tomorrow. Nagaland Voluntary Consumers Organization calls for immediately implementation of Consumer Protection Act 2019 and a National Eligibility-cum-Entrance Test held today. And that is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.